All right, welcome back, guys, to Inside the Redzone. I believe this is episode 4.
Episode 4, yes it is.
And no Sebi. Where's he at?
Where he at, though?
Where he go? Where's Sebi? Crazy weekend. Introduce yourself, my man
I'm
over
Flacco.
here.
I was on episode 2. Y'all can check me out on the Area 90 podcast where we talk about sports, culture, trending topics, music. It's me, myself, Moneybag Joe, and Kiki. So, y'all check me out on that. Mm-hmm.
It's a good one for sure. So let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Crazy weekend of foosball.
Mm-hmm.
My Bulldogs didn't play, but it was indeed still an entertaining weekend.
Yeah, if you enjoy football and you don't necessarily have to have a team that you're fully invested in, if you're just a fan of the game, this was a good weekend because, especially when you have all these games determined by field goals, that just lets you know how good the game was.
Blocked field goals.
Special teams.
Yeah.
And we actually talked a little about it on the Area 90 podcast. Check us out. We talked about how there's different departments, different teams within one team, and this was a weekend for special teams to show out apparently, and they did.
You had them Georgia boys. Jalen Hurts came in and said, once I saw you and Jalen Carter next to each other, I said, oh, them Georgia boys gonna make a play.
Yeah.
And he was like, we even talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, dude, that was epic, bro.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely epic. A 300-plus pounder running 18 miles per hour.
And we're talking about Eagles versus the, was it Not Chargers.
No, Rams.
Eagles versus Rams when obviously
Jordan Davis.
The Eagles had that crazy comeback. Mm-hmm. I forget, were they down like
They were
7?
down 26-7, I believe.
Yeah.
And then scored 26 straight.
And then had that blocked field goal to win the game. And wasn't he the same guy that got into the altercation with Dak?
No, that was Jalen Carter.
Okay, yeah. There we go.
They're both Georgia boys.
And
that's both first-round picks.
Yeah. Okay.
But, Jalen Carter reached a speed of 18.6 miles per hour or some shit.
That's one of the reasons I had to get out of football. I was like, these guys are 200, 300 pounds straight muscle running as fast as I am.
It's like a refrigerator hitting you at 20 miles per hour.
Like, why would I go and try to tackle that guy? That just doesn't seem like
it don't make sense.
And I think he said that was the fastest he had ran since like
the combine. And he ran a 4.8.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was like 60 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Yeah, he was fun to watch at Georgia. I miss him. He's what we're missing right now. Mm-hmm. But let's shoot on over to the Falcons and Panthers, man. That was a tough one.
That was embarrassing.
I didn't know. I mean, when they put Kirk in, I was like, maybe, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, maybe give Michael Penix like a little something to see, but that didn't help. And I'm just hoping that lit a fire up under Penix.
I think they put Kirk in with the mindset of not necessarily like try to do better. It was one of those situations where we're admitting we lost the game. Just let the backup, and it just so happens to be Kirk Cousins, the one that got paid all the millions, who just got benched last season. But had he not had that story, whoever the backup was, I think they would have played because of how bad. So I don't think it's like next week Kirk is going to play or anything like that. I just think they just, were like, yo, this game is done. Let's not risk injuries. Let's just, hey, call it a day. We.
I think they're kind of hoping. I think they're throwing Kirk out there to be like, if he makes something happen, we'll go with him next week. But he didn't make anything happen, so I'm with you. I don't think we'll see him next week.
Not at all. And even that's what I mean. Even if he did make something happen, and maybe your idea is differently than mine, but I think even if he did, I don't think he would have started just because he's not the future for Atlanta.
Yeah.
And now I will say, if Michael doesn't get it together, Because it's one thing to look bad, but he looked pretty like terrible. Like his throwing mechanics, which I've never played quarterback, but you can watch a quarterback in the NFL and kind of see how like effortless it kind of. And of course, not everyone's Josh Allen, but just going back to his game last Thursday, I forget who they played, but he just made it look so easy. You know what I mean? Where you can tell that the game is moving fast, but he's calm. He's not like rattled at all. And his throwing mechanics look good. Michael, when he throws, he like brings it all the way back, and it's like very strong. And if I'm a DB, as soon as I see that, that crank back, I'm probably planting and going, and whatever angle I need to get the interception, just because he televises it. I mean, it's almost like tapping the ball 2 times and letting you know I'm about to throw it. I'm right here, and then because he had 2 interceptions. One was returned for a touchdown.
Yeah. That pick 6 was 100% telegraphed.
Exactly. And then the other one had a chance to be returned for a touchdown. I think he got that piano on the back, and just ran out of steam, couldn't go anymore. But yeah, I think there's a big concern, which I know a lot of people were very strong on the Falcons after they just beat the Vikings, and I'm like, well, that's one game, and of course this is one game too. But he looked worse than he did great against the Vikings.
And we don't really know like what teams are looking like right now. You know what I mean? Like it's early. Chiefs are 1-2.
Exactly.
Like Giants are still 0-3, but like you have like you don't really know right now.
Yeah, of course.
It's weird.
It's still
like
early.
The Colts are 3-0.
Yeah, but I mean we're gonna get to them in a minute. But even with them, look at who they played and how good they're doing. Because people are saying like Indiana Jones, Danny Dimes is in the MVP discussion, which I guess technically he is, but I don't know if you're ready to push all your chips in on him because it's so early into the season. And I mean, I guess we could talk about it now.
Let's get into it. Let me ask you. So Saquon's 3-0. Danny Dimes is 3-0. Do you think the Giants are too far gone?
Yeah, and they're 0-3.
Yeah.
It's these are the things that I think for the NFL where people say we love drama. These are the storylines that they're talking about, because when you have Saquon Barkley that leaves, goes to the Philadelphia Eagles, and within the Super Bowl and does like highlights out of the wazoo.
He had an MVP caliber season.
Exactly. He broke records. He could have ran for I think over 2,000 if he didn't. But I remember in the last 2 games or the last game, he was like, "I'm done. Take me out. Like, let's focus on the playoffs." It'd be amazing to break these records, but I'd rather win the Super Bowl, which he did. Then you have Daniel Jones, who's everyone's pointing the finger at him. You're the problem. He goes to Indiana, and this is his first year, right, with Indy, and is doing amazing so far.
So, but it also makes the Giants draft pick look better. Like last year, you're thinking, why the fuck did they draft Daniel Jones? You know what I mean? I think everybody was thinking, why the fuck? Now he's over here looking like that's why they drafted him.
Oh yeah, that's why they drafted him. Yeah, so I mean, it points back to the organization as a whole. Like there's something inside of that organization, whether it's the coaches. You can't. I mean, Russ just got there, and of course he's looking bad too. But
I think everyone just looks bad at New York, unless you're a Manning.
Yeah, and of course Daniel Jones had that one good year.
Yeah.
And but after that, it doesn't look good at all. And I mean, but going back to Indiana, I will say this, and I don't want to take away from him, because for you to go to any other team on your first year and do what he's doing, it's Sam Darnold last year. It's Baker Mayfield with the Bucks that year. So it is, you got to give them their props. You got to give them their respect. But if we looked at the teams, I can't remember all of them that Indy has beaten. they're not top caliber teams. I think will you look that up? See who the Colts who they've played so far.
I need your password for that.
Just look on your phone.
This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue. Have you seen that?
Who has the Colts beaten this season? Haven't seen that.
He went viral last year at the beginning of the season. He just made TikToks.
Oh, okay.
And he'd
Gotcha.
go,
Nah.
but he was like singing at the halftime
Yeah.
game at the Colts games.
The Colts have defeated the Dolphins, the Broncos, and the Titans.
Okay, yeah.
The Titans not good, but Broncos and
Broncos are decent.
And Dolphins are
Dolphins
decent.
are terrible. Dolphins have too many. On paper, they look amazing. When you watch them, Tua looks like a problem.
Yeah,
And
he looks like CTE.
oh boy. And then you have Tyreek Hill. You know, all his problems and things. And you know, last year they were saying how they had captains doing this, that, and the other, and that's why Tyreek isn't a captain this year, because of all of his, you know, like showing up to allegedly, or you know, maybe it's not him exactly, but there was players that said we had captains showing up late to practice, showing late to team meetings, leaving practice early, just doing things that like maybe nobody's saying it, but for a team, it's killing your chemistry.
Right.
It's one of those things that divides, and you have to be able to have a coach that can control, you know, that type of chaos, which I don't think, what's his name? Mike McDaniels? Yeah, I don't think he's doing, you know, he's just too laid back for that. So, but given that, the Dolphins look terrible.
He's too much of a friend.
Exactly.
He tries to be too hip with the guys.
Yeah, and which is,
it's catching up to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it was cool at first, but you gotta lay down the law every now and then.
When it's time to lay down the law, you have to be able to do it, no matter, you know. At the end of the day, it's not about making friends; it's about winning, and so
that's all your fans care about.
Exactly, and that's what your bosses care about too. If you're not winning, they'll, you know, hey, NFL, not for long, but
you can go be an offensive coordinator at like Georgia.
Yeah.
Come on with it, big dog.
Anything for Georgia. Anything for.
I can't stand our offensive coordinator.
No,
that's another story.
Yeah,
Mike Bobo is like Mike Boo Boo.
I will say the Colts play the Rams. I don't know when, but coming up. So if they can, even if they don't win, but if he can go out there and give a convincing performance, then yeah, we might have to, you know, consider Indiana Jones as a, you know, maybe possibility for MVP.
Indiana Jones.
Well, yeah, once you get a nickname, you know you're doing something good.
Yeah, for sure.
Ravens Lions. You watched that game last night?
Yeah, I was about to bring that up.
Monday night game, Monday Night Football. What was your takeaway?
I think that it was a load of bullshit that Mark Andrews and Montgomery scored 30 apiece on my ass to let you win by a little 5 or 6 points.
Fantasy football he's talking about.
Man, this man had I had a 99% chance of win with like 5 minutes left in the game.
You gotta have faith.
God bless.
You gotta have faith, and sometimes you gotta know who to start.
I was up by like 60, and he had 3 people to play.
But I'll tell you, out of that, I mean, I don't want to brag about it. I'm gonna save that for Area 90. Don't you worry about that. But the biggest takeaway for me, and actually I talked about it last time I was on this show, Inside the Red Zone, is Derrick Henry's fumbling. Derrick Henry, you know, I know the football is more than just one play. Always going to be like that, but sometimes that one play is effective enough to, you know, that was a straw that broke the camel's back. They're fighting to make a comeback. I think they're down by one touchdown. They give Derrick Henry the ball, and his greatest weapon is his stiff arm. But within doing that, you're exposing the ball too much, because the last 3 games he had, which there's only been 3 games in the season, he's fumbled every game. And when you look at those fumbles, they're not like big hits or like crazy pull. It's a punch. All 3.
Did he fumble last week?
He fumbled last night. He fumbled against the Browns, and he fumbled against the Bills.
Oh.
And of course, people say whatever you wouldn't accept in a victory, or if you wouldn't accept it in a loss, you can't accept it in a victory. So when they beat the Browns, hopefully the coach said, hey, we won, but you still can't be fumbling. Because again, that cost them, of course, the Lions, they got the ball back and the Ravens had a chance to, stop them again. But still, just giving them the ball when y'all need 7, that's just something that can't happen. Can't happen. And did you see him go to the sideline to try to slam his helmet?
And it fell.
Too big.
It was like an OBJ kicker net moment.
Yeah.
Like, dude, just settle down.
Yeah, exactly.
You just got humbled by a fucking bench.
Yeah. He just sitting there looking at the camera.
Now, the camera's on you right now for sure.
Yeah. Do you think the Ravens have a problem, or just one early in the season?
I think it's just a little early.
Yeah.
Again, we don't really know. It's like, I think Derrick Henry has a problem.
Yeah.
I saw he went, like, his first 520 carries in the NFL, he fumbled twice.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And then the last, 10 carries, he's fumbled twice.
It's in his head.
It's crazy.
It's in his head. Yeah, I think, and another thing is Lamar. I don't think he had as good of a game as he could have had. I just think I don't know if, now granted, I think he was sacked like 7 times. So that the Lions D-line was getting after it. But Lamar, I just feel like he's starting to look a little rattled in the, not stepping up when he needs to step up. Instead of stepping up, he's trying to break out. Or when he should break out, he's stepping up. And of course, he's got the legs to get away. But I feel like you're going to have to decide, is it time to run sooner, or am I throwing it? And throw the ball quicker, too, because I feel like he's holding it too long. Like, if it's a slant, throw it. Like, trust. You said it, I think, on last week's episode, you were talking about C.J. Stroud to Nico Collins. Give him a chance. Give him and that's what I was thinking all game with Lamar. I was like, yo, throw the ball. Like, give your receiver a chance. And when you throw it, of course, you do have to be accurate, but that's why you're getting paid millions.
Exactly.
That's why we had put you in the MVP discussion the last few years, because you're supposed to make this throw.
Facts.
So, I think he's got to definitely figure out how to slow the game down again and how to, make sure he hits the, if you're running a route, I could catch it like this, but I'd rather catch it like this. And, start getting those on target so that, y'all have a chance, because they have the weapons. They have Derek. They have.
They definitely have the weapon.
Mark Andrews. They even have another tight end that was looking pretty good.
Likely.
Maybe
Isaiah Likely.
Yeah.
And then Zay Flowers.
Yeah, exactly.
Just talent everywhere.
Yeah, so he's got to adjust. And on the other side of the ball, what's his Jair Gibbs? Is that his name? The running back for Detroit.
Oh, Jameer
Gibbs, and David Montgomery. When you talk about a combo,
yeah, that 1-2 punch is crazy.
And I thought about that, and I mean, you're asking someone, do you want to get hit on the right side of the face or left? Do you want the right hook or the left hook?
Literally.
Either way, you're getting popped in the face. And like you said, I have David Montgomery, and I was like, he's on the bench. He comes off the bench. He could start for probably any other NFL team. I mean, of course, like Eagles, Ravens, maybe not, but that guy's got talent.
Yeah.
And he came off the bench and did just as good as Jameer Gibbs.
Yeah.
And then you have Jared Goff.
Dan Campbell's got it going on over there in Detroit.
Yeah, you talk
that
about
offense is silly.
A coach that has his players ready to run through a wall for him. The Lions coach. And I like that type of coach, because I can tell he's stern but fair.
Yeah.
He'll be your friend, but when it's time to cut that shit out, we're cutting it out.
It's like Kirby Smart.
Yeah.
Let's switch gears over to Kirby Smart, man. We got Georgia, Alabama this week.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah, you didn't know?
Nah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Saturday. It's in Athens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What time?
7:30. It's a night game.
Wow.
Georgia's blacking out. I'm hoping Georgia comes with the with the black jerseys.
Yeah.
We haven't seen those in a while. And last time we blacked out against Alabama, we whooped that ass.
Yeah.
I think it was Nick Saban's first year at Alabama,
Oh, so it
or
was a
second
while
year.
ago.
Yeah, it was the last time we blacked out
So
against
y'all
Alabama.
don't do the black jerseys often.
We
Gotcha.
did it again against Auburn,
Yeah.
and then we did it a couple years ago against somebody. I forget who.
Is Alabama ranked right now? Mm-hmm. Or are they ranked?
Keeks,
What is that?
I think 15. Check that for me, Kiki.
So now, and that's what I do love
Might be
about
13.
college football is, yes, we can have a ranking, but it doesn't necessarily matter.
Yeah.
So 15 versus what, number 4?
17.
Okay, number 17. Still, they're gonna show up.
Oh yeah,
They're gonna
and
show
it's
up.
Alabama. I mean, they
Exactly.
have 5 and 4 stars everywhere,
Yeah.
and they're coming to play. You know,
Yeah.
this is a rivalry.
And are they both coming off of bye weeks? Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, that's a clash. You're
Yeah.
fresh. You know you had nothing to worry. You probably had some days off. Some of the players
Mm-hmm.
to I'm sure they made sure they had all their projects and everything done as soon as possible. So these next few days, starting probably Thursday, they ain't got no more work to do. Thursday, Friday, look at you cheesing. You so excited.
I am.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to watch that game for sure. That's the game that I'm gonna tune into.
You should come to juniors. I mean, Brandon's.
Brandon, maybe. I record on the weekends too, but we'll see. Now that's gonna be a big game. Score prediction?
Give me a 42 to 28 dogs.
28. I can see that.
I want to ass whooping, man.
Yeah.
I want like a convincing 42-28. Like
Yeah.
I want them to score maybe 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it was 39 to 14 at one point.
Yeah, and they got those empty
Yeah,
calorie
exactly.
touchdowns. All right. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna just submit to you. Pause. Let your score prediction be my score prediction as well. I'm true to Atlanta, true to Athens, true to the Dogs. So count me in. I'm riding with the Dogs on this one.
Go Dogs, baby.
Go Dogs, baby.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna cut it right there. Thanks for staying with another episode with the boys. Maybe we'll have Sebby next week. Maybe we won't. Tune in next week. We'll be back same time.